Good morning, everybody. I'm out and about early this morning and it's quiet and the air's very pleasant. It was 39 degrees yesterday and it's going to be 33 today, so much cooler. Next Monday is going to be 41, so too hot for this old duck. Anyway, I've been a bit quiet the last few days. I know I haven't actually been writing poems. This is really quite personal, but I thought it might help other people too. I'm 83, my husband will be 80 this year, and so it's really coming to the end, the pointy end of our lives, I suppose you might say. And we're a step family, so we've got lots of things in our house that are his, lots of things that are mine, and lots of things that are ours, and 7 children between us. And we just have felt that we've had wills for a long time, but we needed to go over those just to see if everything's straightforward for everyone when we've at the end. So we decided to go over the wills, and there were a few things that we really felt that we needed to correct. And maybe there are other people of my vintage too who haven't looked at their wills for a long time, and we want things to be done the way we want them to be done, of course, and make it easy for our kids, grown-up kids. So we've been going through those, and then that led to other things as well, sort of what we were wanting to happen towards the end, and end of life plan, and all those things that are really quite hard to process. So funnily enough, we went the other day we decided we'd better get a plot in the cemetery, and as luck turned out, and huge luck, and I think intervention by the universe, we ended up with a plot right next to my brother and sister-in-law. Just the perfect spot. You just drive in and it's on your right, and it's the first one beside a lemon-scented gum. So when we talked to the fellow in charge of the plots, he went back and checked, and he said it's been forgotten about. So there I am, there we are, to be right next to my brother. And funnily enough, we actually had difficulties in our lifetime, but the last few years we became very close. So quite funny that I've ended up next to him. So we'll go in there together. Anyway, so that's number one. So we've done that. Then it was to work out exactly what we wanted to. Obviously, we don't want to go through horrible things to keep us going for another month or something. So we've got a medical power of attorney each, getting that all sorted out, which we've had for a long time, but there was a little bit of argy-bargy about something to do with it. All easily sorted, but yes. What else have we had to do? We've had to sort out all the legal stuff of what happens, when one of us goes first, to make certain that it's easy for the other one. So, and we've involved the children as well, the kids as I call them, the children, because they need to be aware. So they've never known how our wills read, so there's been a lot going on with emails going out to everyone, and a group thing where we want their input, so that they really completely understand what will happen. So it's taken up quite a lot of time, as you can imagine, and emotion, and just deep thinking really about everything. So that's why I've been quiet, but it's all good. But that's why I've been so quiet. So, but maybe this might help other people thinking, well, I haven't sort of really worked out exactly what's going on either, and maybe it's time for me to do it. So that's the reason I've come on, and to explain why I've been so quiet. Hopefully I'll get back to writing poetry again. I did write one which I will put up, but I going to the exercise class for the rehab class, and it's been a really good little group, and one of the fellows it was his last day on Monday, so I decided to make a cake, and I haven't made a cake for probably 3 or 4 months. Well, the mess I got into, I can't believe it, and my shoulders are sore, so even getting down the containers with the flour and the sugar down was quite difficult. Anyway, I thought I'm never going to make another cake, and I thought that's really sad, so I wrote a poem about it. I've made my last cake. Very banal, really, when I think about what else we've been doing. Anyway, I thought no more cheesecakes and no more all the chocolate cakes and all the things that I've made over the years. So anyway, I wrote the poem, and then the next day, because I didn't really finish clearing up until the next day, I changed the first lines, and I thought, yeah, I'm pondering on whether I've made my last cake. So maybe there's another cake or two in me. But the one I did make was delicious. It was a lemon cake, and it had, I happened to have some cream cheese in the fridge and some freeze-dried raspberries. And if you haven't had freeze-dried raspberries, they are delicious. So I made a cream cheese icing with the freeze-dried raspberries through it on top of the lemon cake. And it was so nice. And when I brought it home, I actually put it in the fridge because the icing had got a bit soft in the hot car. And it was we almost think it was nicer coming out of the fridge. So the cake was sort of a bit more solid, but it just was delicious. So we've got a little piece left for us each tonight. I gave my next door neighbour 2 pieces last night because she's very generous to us, and she makes the best apple pie you can imagine. Anyway, there's my waffle for today. I hope it might help somebody else work out things that they perhaps would be good if they thought about, so that they can have things done the way they would like them to be done. So have a good day, and here comes the sun now. So I hope you enjoy my little quiet time in the park. It's just beautiful. And no cockatoos today, so that's even more beautifuler, if that's a word, and I know it's not. Have a lovely day, lovely night wherever you are. Bye. Thanks for listening.